Now today is gonna be quite a short session because I think I actually covered the US portion probably last December, meaning about 2 months back, right? And then this time around I'm gonna include some other stores as well, so you'll be very relevant if you are also selling in other stores besides the US. Okay, so quick introduction. My name is Sri Lang. For those of you who are new to the webinar, thanks for joining in. I'm the trainer here from the Amazon Seller Education team. So I will actually be conducting a couple of these kind of online training sessions and also some offline ones throughout the year. And then today, this topic is about the FBA fee updates. Okay, some important notice. And I see that for those who are new, you may not be aware, we have an official YouTube channel. This is the handler that you can go to subscribe if you have not subscribed. All right, we have about almost, I think about 1 to 2K of the subscribers already so far. So if you are subscribed, whenever I upload the webinars recording, you will be notified on your YouTube feeds. Right, so we have a Q&A session at the end of the every webinar. Now the Q&A session will only be exclusively if you're joining live, right? So the recording will only be just the content that you can find, right? So to be fair for all of you who join my session throughout, so the Q&A session is not going to be shared online. Okay, so if you put in your question during registration, I would have put it up in the morning. So if later on your question is not showing up or I did not address your question, it means that I may have missed it out. So I may really need your help to put it into the question box again so that I can address that question. Right, lastly, always refer back to Seller University or the Seller Central Help for the most updated information in case you're watching the recording a few months down the road. Right, before I go into the main topic, a short introduction as well. If you are new here, we have the Amazon Live webinar, which is the one you're attending right now, and also the Seller University team that is doing a lot of the short form contents on videos and also the detailed training curriculums and guide that you can see on Seller Central. So these are the two main free educational learning programs that we have here in the Seller Education team in Amazon. Right, the first one I would like to cover is this year the US referral and FBA fee changes. Now the summary, you might have received this in your official, in your email address that you sign up already during the registration. All right, I think the official news was actually sent out last year, I think a month or two ago. All right, just to share with you the key summary I highlighted in red. All right, so this is basically to say that Amazon recognizes all the changes that's happening last year, etc. So there are some changes in terms of fee, right? So we have maintained lower fulfillment fee for all low price product and also lowered some of the referral fee for the low price apparel items, right? And you can see a lot of investment are done in the supply chain services that Amazon have. All right, and going forward, there will also be the focus on the tools that we have. All right, so to really to help our seller to maximize your operational burden and cost. All right, so hopefully the whole aim is really to, with all these changes, is to help to drive growth for your business. All right, so because of that, for the US, there's not going to be increase in the US referral and FBA fee, and there's no new fee types. Okay, and then the next slide I will be showing as well. There are some fees that is being lowered as well, and also some additional benefit to help support any new selection growth. If you are thinking of selling new products, I think this might be a good time. Right, and what I mentioned earlier on, some of the fee preview tools has been enhanced already. You can find all those tools to help you estimate your logistic and fulfillment costs. Right, those are all updated as well. Okay, so this table might be a bit small. You can actually zoom in if possible, right? These are just all the summary table of all the changes, right? That what are the fee type, right? Let me maybe just use the pen to indicate, right? What are the fee type, all right? And then what are the change, all right? So the change will be highlighted here in red and also the effective date at the last column. Okay. Yep. So basically for inbound placement fee type, right? There is a FBA new selection program incentive. All right, that is something that's actually been ongoing since last year until this year, to the March, 30th of March. All right, so there might be a new program incentive. All right, however, if you are actually sending in your new FBA selections during this period, it is still applicable. Right, and then the second one is there's a large size product fee rate reduction. All right, so this is ineffective since 15th of January this year. Right, so if you are selling large product, then you might be able to, get this, enjoy this fee rate reduction. All right, and then I focusing on the number seven, the fulfillment fee. Right, so if you are aware that usually there will be different rates across the year. Okay, so as the last peak rate, so coming on in this year since 15th of January, the fee has been back to the no peak, the non-peak fee rate. All right. Okay, and the one which I'm talking about is also there will be more incentive under new seller incentive and the FBA new selection program. All right, so this is basically to summarize the table in a word form or in more detail. All right, the first one, like I mentioned, the large bulky size product. All right, so effective 15 January, right? The average size, or rather, the average is 58 cents USD per unit, right? And for the FBA new selection program, if your product is eligible, you also get to enjoy the waive of the inbound placement fee. Okay, if you are able to create your shipment between December to the 1st of March, or rather the 31st of March this year, right, you'll be able to waive the inbound placement fee. All right, for FBA that is under the new selection program. Right. Um, so the third point is at the seller benefits page, you should be able to see there are some new benefits for eligible sellers. All right. So other than this, right, the referral fee and the fee types and rates will not change. So these are all the main changes. Now to help you with that, right, I have put the link to the Seller Central Help in my QR code here. Right, if you go under the FBA section, you should be able to see the links to the changes that I made. All right, you can read in a more detailed form in the Seller Central, and then it will be able to give you a better picture as well on what are the changes that may be applicable to you. All right. So going on, the next one is more for the EU store. Now I won't touch into details on this. All right, the EU store will be applicable if you're selling into the EU store, because I know most of our Southeast Asian seller, most of them actually sell in the US store. All right, so this may or may not be applicable for you, but the info is here. All right, the changes are pretty similar in that sense. All right. So what is important is to take note of the effective date. All right. So when the changes will kick in. All right. So similarly, the key things are actually highlighted. I would say the key important change are highlighted over here in the green section. All right. For the referral fee, There's the minimum referral fee for heavy oversized items shipped by Amazon Logistics also been reduced. All right, and then some other key changes as well. The average delivery fee, all right, is also being reduced in some of these countries stated here, like the UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. Okay, so here's a summary for the JP store. If you are selling in to the Japan store, again, most of the things are the reduction. Like for JP store, the monthly storage fee, all right, there's a reduction in the fee for the oversized item besides clothing, all right, accessories, shoes, and bag. All right, this one will come in effective on the 1st of April this year. All right, and the other things will be more the reduced shipping cost of some of the size group. Yep, some of the different sizing. Yep. Okay, the last one is the CA. CA is a Canada store. All right. Let me see. For the Canada store, all right, these are the changes for this year. Uh, and also sorry, this is the effective date, not the expiration time. All right, this is the effective date. All right, when the new change will come into effect. Okay. Now again, I would say that if you are selling in this store, you would have to also go into the respective store and take a look at the detailed changes. Right. Right. So I think there are some difference at least for the Canada. I think there are some change in the fulfillment fee, right, for the low price item. Okay. All right. And then some things that I think important maybe is the overage inventory surcharge, where it will be increased from 181 days to 270 days old. So yeah, very quickly, so again to share, these are pages are already available in Seller Central already right now. If you're selling in those store, you can actually check it out. Yeah, but I think most importantly, which I think most sellers actually sell in the US store, which is why I focus more on sharing with you the updates for the US store. Right. So if you are somebody who are more experienced, definitely you can expand to the other stores that you think has a demand for your product. Okay. All right. So in terms of university resources, I would say that regarding the fee update, there is actually no resources for that you can see. I think the best part is really to go to the Seller Central help, right, regarding the fee updates. All right, so very short today's session, and then tomorrow we're going to have the last one in February. We will be talking about what are the promotional tools available, and there is so much tools available out there in Amazon that you can actually use to promote your product. All right, so much so that I need to break it down into two parts. Right, so tomorrow is the first part. Right, the second part will happen in the next month. All right, so I think do remember to sign up for the session. All right, regarding on what are the tools available that you can use to drive more sales and visibility to your product listing on Amazon.